Hey folks, we have some exciting things coming up, and I want to invite you to join us for what's going on this weekend and going into Sunday, Friday evening, and into Saturday. We have our first Trail Life camp out with the boys and their dads, and so a lot of you who are a part of Trail Life, of course, you already know about this, but just encourage you to pray for that event, and that'll be a good time of fellowship and spiritual growth and encouragement and just fun for the boys. And so that's Friday evening and Saturday, and then of course Sunday. We have our prayer gathering at 9 o'clock, family groups at 9:30, our worship celebration at 10:40. And then Sunday evening at 5 o'clock, we have our first evening of Vacation Bible School. And so I hope you're spreading the word about VBS and inviting kids and families in your area, and especially those who don't have a church home. We want to invite them and hope that they'll join us for this week of fun and digging into God's Word together as we talk about God being magnified and really focusing on learning about our amazing big God in the midst of the little things that are all around us, including our own lives. But on Sunday morning at 10:40 during our worship celebration, we're going to continue in the book of Genesis, and we're going to be in chapter 11, and we're going to talk about pride and rebellion. Remember, throughout Genesis, we've seen that there are problems and there are promises. We have all these problems, God has promises, and we see that so well in chapter 11 because we see the epitome of all problems, and that's human pride and rebellion against God's word, which is what pride is. And so I want to encourage you to read chapter 11 before we gather on Sunday morning and think about what that looks like and what does the story of the Tower of Babel teach us. And so I'm going to challenge you on Sunday to trust the Lord and flee from sinful pride, because we're all tempted to take pride in ourselves, even if it's not in an arrogance type of way, but just in thinking more of ourselves than we should and focusing on ourselves and making a name for ourselves like they did with the Tower of Babel, rather than making much of God. And so let's read chapter 11. Let's think about that. We're going to talk about a few lessons from chapter 11 that still hold true and apply to us today. And so what is it that we learn from that story? What is it that we learn about the promises that come after the story of the Tower of Babel? Again, problems and promises. Hoping to see you on Sunday morning, and then again, of course, for Vacation Bible School on Sunday evening.